Good morning, Periscope. Good morning, everybody. This is Lady Business. I'm doing a little light adjusting. I am live this morning, and I'm so excited to be on Periscope with you. Today is special because I'm a part of Black BizScope. And so I want to thank everybody for joining this Periscope today. If you are on because of Black BizScope, or if you are going to watch the replay, then definitely invite your friends if you're on live right now. So just swipe up, invite your friends to watch this cast, and make sure that you give me some hearts because I love the hearts. So I greatly appreciate. The first thing I want to do is give a shout out to the women who started Black BizScope, which is Christine from Moms in Charge, Adia from Trendy Socialite, and then also Pam from Coils by Nature. So I appreciate them giving an opportunity and a platform for me to be able to discuss my business. Good morning, everybody. Now, what I am is a believer in making sure that we get to the point. So I know it's plenty of people on here, and let me let you know who I am. So my name is Chisa Penix Brown, otherwise known as Lady Business. So if you see my little, her name is Lil Lady. This is my little friend on the side. She is my new logo, and she was created by Pardon My Fro. So if you need somebody to do some great work for you, then definitely do that. You can find me online everywhere at Lady Business. Just FYI, it's LADYBIZNESS. So please look me up when you are anywhere online, because you'll be able to find me on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, of course, Periscope, Catch, everything, Twitter. So please make sure that you check this out. Yes, Pardon My Fro. And good morning. So I'm very excited to be on here today because one of my things is basically give it to the people. And the whole thing with give it to the people is that people need what you have. But in order for you to do that, you have to be productive. And in order to be productive, I have a book that I'm working on that'll be done by the end of the year called The 90-Day Focus. And what I wanted to do today, in order to introduce everybody to Lady Business and everybody to the brand, is to just kind of let you know about the 90-Day Focus. Now, I know we have a lot of people on here that are business owners, that are entrepreneurs, people that have the side hustle, some people that want to quit their jobs, people that are doing this full time. So the thing is, it doesn't matter where you're at in your journey, but what it does matter is that you actually have a plan in order to get where you need to go. So with that being said, what I do specifically is I do a bunch of stuff, but the major thing about my business is I teach. And I teach other people to start their businesses, to be a lot more succinct with making their decisions, to be accountable for the decisions that they make. And so I'm in North Carolina. I'm originally from New York. So yes, 914 Mount Vernon in the house, money earning Mount Vernon, but I live in Greensboro, North Carolina, and I teach primarily in North Carolina. I work for a number of small business centers at the community colleges and then for other colleges and private organizations. But the whole goal, no matter where I'm at, is to make sure that the people that I work with, they get something out of it, and that they leave not just motivated, but they leave with an action plan. So for me, it is very important for me that you really see what you want to do so that this way you can achieve those goals. So the first thing, the 90-Day Focus is something that I started last year, October 13th. And the reason I started it is because I was actually on Twitter and I was reading about, just different things with business. And one of the things that I found was Robin Sharma. Good morning. And so with that, Robin Sharma had a thing called 90-91. And so the 90-91 was saying, okay, get up first thing in the morning, and your first 90 minutes, you should focus on one particular goal and don't do anything else other than that goal every day for 90 consecutive days. So I thought about that and I said, okay, well, how can I adopt something like that into my business, but not just tell you just get up and do something, but to actually really give you a specific plan in order for you to achieve those goals. One thing that I realize is that my particular people that I usually deal with, my target client is going to be a woman-owned business or a nonprofit. And so with that being the case, one thing I look at is what happens with women-owned businesses and nonprofits. We are often overwhelmed sometimes, because it's not that you're just trying to be a business owner, but what you're also doing is you're being a mom, you are the marketing department, you are the accountant, you are the person that has to actually do the work, you are the consultant, you do all of those wonderful things. And I know that's right. Yes, it's so true. So my thing is, if that is your life and if that is what you do on a regular basis, then maybe you are a little bit overwhelmed. And if you're overwhelmed, then you need to make sure that you have a strategic plan in order to make sure that you don't get overwhelmed, but that you follow a path that will get you to that goal. So the first step in the 90-day focus is to, I see somebody lost connection, but she said for them to come back in. So with that being the case, the 90-day focus, what happens is you are to decide on one goal. Okay. Now how many? One goal. Okay. One goal. And with that one goal, what you're going to do is you're going to say, okay, I know what I need to do in order to achieve that goal. Now, this is the thing. Once you decide on that goal, then you have to really decide, why do you want that goal? So with it, you pick out the goal that you want, okay? Then you need to do something for that goal for 90 minutes a day for 90 consecutive days. And consecutive means every day, okay? Consecutive, every day that you need to do something for that one goal. Now, the thing about the 90-day focus is that I also realize that everybody is not a business owner and that you may also have like a personal and a professional goal. So with that being the case, you get one professional goal and one personal goal that you want to reach in this 90-day focus, right? So with that, once you decide on what the goal is, then your next step is to look at your objectives, okay? So once you look at your objectives, you need to see what are you willing to exchange in order to reach that goal. What are you willing to exchange in order to reach that goal? And the thing is that you have to give up something in order to get something. You do realize that, right? So if you want to lose weight, you got to give up the snacks. And I do love snacks. So I'm just saying that's one thing. That's why that's not my goal right now. But the biggest thing is, what do you want to do? So when I started, my biggest thing was, okay, I want to transform my business and I want to be able to honestly work less and make more. That was it. Work less and make more. So it's not that I don't work as hard. I just work a lot smarter now. In order for me to do that, what I set my goal at October 13th of last year was that I wanted to have 3 major contracts. Okay. I know, not the snacks. It's okay though. But work less and make more, right? So I said I wanted to have 3 contracts that would then be able to give me the income that I was looking for, right? So in order to do that, I had to be in certain places, but things had to be in alignment in order for me to get what I wanted. So me just saying that I wanted the contracts was a great thing, but what did I need to do in order to get them? So I had to update the website. I had to take new headshots. I redid my resume. And then what I did was I said with that objective, because the objective does need to be specific and measurable, I need to be in a specific place. And I need to be around decision makers that can make the decision to hire me. So what I did was I went to this conference where there were directors. I spoke at the conference. And when I left, I want you to understand this is not, everybody's life. But when I left, I had my 3 contracts. Because when you're around decision makers and you really take the time to focus on exactly what you want, that's what happens. Then you get the things that you need. And it could have been that maybe you were struggling. And I don't like to use the word struggle, but the journey was hard. The journey was rocky. And it's just like now what we have to do is we have to make this journey easier. Now, since that time, I've been able to get another about 7 to 10 additional contracts on top of that. But it was only because the foundation was there in the beginning. Okay. Now, when it gets down to it, the next thing was to build a strategy. So my strategy was to say, what are the priorities? There are things in your life that you need to realize that you need to stop doing. And that may be like a scary thing, but everybody can't go with you on this journey. So you may need to cut off some people, but there may be behaviors that you have. Oftentimes when people are not successful, it's honestly their fault that they're not successful because you're not doing everything and you're not being diligent. And your strategy with this 90-day focus is to be consistent, which is why it is consecutive. So I know you may want to rest on the Sabbath, but the thing is, you still have to dedicate time to this, especially if you're the type of person who wants your business to be your full-time thing that you do. I see plenty of people that have been working in jobs and they're like, I want to quit. Now, this is my advice to you. You can quit your job. You sure can. And I used to be one of those people that say, don't worry about your job. just quit, just do your business. That is crazy now. And you know why it's crazy? Because you have to have income. This is my belief. You have an assignment, and if you're not doing good in the assignment that you're in right now, how do you expect to get the next thing that is going there that's going to make you great? So maybe part of your assignment and part of your task right now is to do a great job at your job that you're at, to do a great job with your current business instead of going and putting a side hustle in. Your assignment, are you doing everything that you could do right now to make your business grow? And if you sit down and you really evaluate yourself, you know you're not. Because what you'll do is you'll push something off to the next day. And I'm guilty of this too. So I'm not trying to just preach to people. But when it came down to me saying, what did I want to do for my 90-day focus? I completely said, let me focus on this assignment. I don't need to worry about going to a whole bunch of other places and trying to get what everybody else has, because what God has for me is for me. And so in my assignment, then I make sure that I am the best that I can be with what I have right now. Now, you may want to grow, but you're not going to grow if you're not doing what you need to do now to maintain, and not also maintain to sustain your business. So when it gets down to it, you put that strategy together. Now, the next thing is those tactics. There are more tactics than anything else, because there are so many individual things that you could do for your business. Now, Periscope is wonderful. I love this platform, but Periscope is not the only social media out there. And with the advent of technology, you have the opportunity, and it is an opportunity, you have the opportunity to reach people that you would never be able to reach. Now, I did see one question on there where the young lady asked how I got into certain things as far as speaking. So I want to address that. One of the things was you have to be vigilant over your particular area. And I would like to encourage you to do two specific things. One thing is to go through your LinkedIn contacts and see who you're really connected to. Download your LinkedIn contacts, okay? Because if you do that, then this way you can, number one, you can see their job titles, you can see where they work, and then you can see who you connect to, right? Find a niche that you want to be in, so that this way with that particular niche, you can say, I'm going to go after this. Don't go after what everybody else is going after. No matter what, even me doing social media, I go after very specific things, and you have to stay up on your technology. The other thing that I would say is for you to go on Twitter and create lists of people that are influencers and people that can put you into positions in order for you to have those speaking engagements that you want. What will happen is what happens to me. People call and ask you for things. Also, make a list of your media contacts so that this way for your business, you can start getting yourself out in the media, on the news, in the newspaper, and in magazines, and even on Blog Talk Radio. So I would like to encourage you to make sure that you do those three things. Go over those LinkedIn contacts, make lists and look at influencers on Twitter, and then make sure that you're vigilant over those things. Okay. So those are just some tactics. Now, my thing is about giving it to the people. So I hope you got it today, people, because it is amazing in order to be able to really see what that focus can do for you. Now, I want to let you know, please, my offer for you today is simple. All I want you to do is like my Facebook page. It's at Lady Business Inc. And I'm going to give 3 people 30-minute sessions, and they will each get a 30-minute 90-day focus session. So all I need you to do is go to my page on Facebook, is Lady Business Inc. At 10:10, I have a post that's going to come up, and it will give you the instructions. I want you to go like the page, share the page, and then I want you to write a testimonial for me about how you feel the 90-day focus can help your business. Now, what we'll do then is evaluate those, and we'll see people that have a true need. We'll pick our 3 people. I do want to let you know we won't pick the 3 people until tomorrow, because we want to give our replay viewers the chance to be able to look at this and also respond as well. Now, in addition to that, starting November 1st, which is Sunday, what we're going to do is we're going to be doing 30 days of positivity periscopes. There'll be different times throughout the day. And so starting November 1st, I'm going to do a whole entire consecutive 30 days of positivity periscopes. Now, I just want to let you know that the next person that's coming up is going to be Denise Renee. She'll be on at 10:15. So please go follow Denise Renee so that this way you can make sure that you are watching the next person and you can pass that scope. Now, of course, I have the information for you. Again, make sure that you look at Black Biz Scope, follow Lady Business, and then my page is Lady Business Inc. So this way you'll be able to follow everything. If you want to do the replay, go to catch.me/Lady Business. I greatly appreciate you today. I wish you success in your business. And as I always say, make sure that you show up and show out and that you give it to the people. You guys have a great day, and thank you so much for listening. This has been Lady Business.